Alright, hey guys, Justin, welcome to CJ Farms, and today got another rainy February day. Been raining all day long, so making a good muddy mess out of everything. Yeah, we still have some snow left, but for the most part it's pretty much gone. Supposedly the rest of this week is going to be cold, and into next week too. Possibly bringing some snow. We'll see what happens there, but anyway, today what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go out and do my normal chores, and then once we go to get feeding the cows there, we're gonna jump out and walk around and check on the cows and stuff, because we've got calving coming up in about 2 weeks. So yeah, we're gonna get started on that. And it's almost time to bring them up into their calving pasture, which is right over there, like straight out from me. You guys can see the cows are way out there, out on the hay fields. That's where they've been all winter, and some of them all fall. You know, once water shuts off and we can't cut and bale anything, pretty much just turn that into just their fall pasture. So anyway, they've been out there all winter long. It's almost time to bring them up, just keeping this area clean and whatnot. So yeah, anyway, we're gonna jump in the side-by-side and we're gonna go get taking care of the feed lot, and then from there we'll head out and feed the herd. Old diesel dog's ready to roll. So since I haven't given a real rundown in quite a while, in here what we got is our 2023 calves that we're keeping, or that are left over, or whatever else, the ones that are left over after sale time. And it's pretty muddy in here. Might be turning them out there again. They were out there all last week when it was rainy and gross like this. Just keeping them clean, keeping them healthy as best as possible. But anyway, as you guys can tell, they're mostly our mini Herefords. And then I've got my little steer here. He's a bottle calf because his mother tried to kill me. So I got rid of her and kept him and bottle fed him all spring and summer. And then right behind him I've got one of my only replacement heifer for this year. She was born late, so I just ended up holding her back anyways. It made more sense to do that, and gives me a replacement heifer for this coming, or I guess next year. So, and we got some others, some larger calves in here. They're from the remaining cows that mom and dad kept back out of all the full-size cows that we sold. So we got some cows in there that are a little bit larger frame, but we just put either we put the mini bulls on them, or I'll put one of my bulls on them. However it works out that year. So this year last year we had this calf and that bigger black baldy calf there, and then this little black one here. I think we're all bred out of my bulls. And yeah, anyway, All right, so the grain that we have is the same grain that we've been using for quite some time now. It's called Bold Challenger. It's basically just a pelletized grain. Let's load up, Diesel. Just a pelletized grain. We use that for the feedlot and for the calves there. And then when my sisters had their show calves, we also had a mix that involved some of the Bold Challenger. So we've been using it for quite some time, and it does us pretty good. So we just get that at our local Cenex co-op. So the bale that we have on the back here, that is one of our grass bales that came out of the pond field. And then when I get this one out, I'll come back and grab another grass bale on the front, and then I'll put an alfalfa bale on the back. And then I'll feed the alfalfa bale, and then I'll take that grass bale and bring it up to the top. That way I have another bale ready to go tomorrow, because the hay yard that we're taking out of, the only access is through the field that they're in, and it gets a little chaotic if you try to run through the same hay yard that the cows are sharing a pasture with, in a way. And it's a good way to end up with a big mess. And so to avoid that, I kind of get half the ration and get it ready for the following day. Got that one grass bale out. We are heading back now so we can get the alfalfa bale, and then we'll bring that out and spin it off and put it on the ground for them. Alright, so we got that alfalfa bale lined out. Like I said, I saved that portion for the calves up front there. And I probably won't film that because my camera's already running low on battery. So pretty much just gonna get this done, and then we'll check out from there. But anyway, yeah, so I did 4 lines. Well, I guess you'd say 3.5 really. But on the inside here, I did 2 of the grass bale lines, and I think I've explained this before, but the reason we parcel out the piles of hay instead of just running it as a continuous loop is so that it breaks them up. You can see you got a crew here, and then a crew up there, and then a crew up there, and then these ones here, and that one there, and you got that crew over there, these ones, that crew, that crew. we do that more so during calving. I mean, I do it all winter long when feeding, but it's more important during calving that we found. When you feed it in a continuous run, you actually increase the chances of the calves getting stepped on or laid down on or trampled, or, you know, stuff that ain't good. It also spreads out the remain pile, I guess. It also spreads out to where, like, you build soil in certain areas, right, as you go along. So like that area will get impacted, this area will get impacted, that area will get impacted. And if you run it on a full line, like I was explaining earlier, that actually increases the chances of burning out a line of grass, because they're all going to go to that one whole line, and then they're basically just going to chew up the soil underneath, and that's not something you want, especially while it's muddy. But yeah, anyway, like I was saying, we got calving coming up in a couple weeks. We've got, shoot, I don't remember, we got a pretty healthy handful of replacement heifers that are going to be calving first. So I'll be pulling those guys in this week and getting them ready to calve. We put them earlier in the calving season, just so that we can kind of get them done, get them out of the way, and then we have the rest of the herd, because heifers require a little bit more intense care usually, meaning they need help bonding with their calves, or, you know, in the extreme cases they need the calf pulled, stuff like that. And it's easier to just have them by themselves and maintain them, and then you can introduce the rest at a later date. It just makes it easier on us to do our jobs properly. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this one. If you liked the video, please leave a like, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.